What's up from the Northeast? Excuse me. So today I figured I would share with you guys one of my favorite guns, and that is the Rapid Air Works Micro, or Micro Hunter, as some would like to call it. I have a Vector Optics Viron 4-16 by 44 first focal plane with a custom side wheel, and I've got some targets downrange. I'd say probably 30 yards, couple steel targets, and I'm gonna plink. I'm unable to put any scope cam system on this. It doesn't fit the side shot, so I'll probably set the camera up so you can somewhat see the targets as I plink and talk. I do have a custom muzzle brake on this. It is a timeless brake. I also have my trusty Donnie Tonto, the gun's food of choice, JSB knockouts. These are the 10.3, I think, 10.3. I've got some QD Fox custom mags and one stock mag. And I'm just going to plink and shoot the breeze with you guys. So if that tickles your fancy, I'm your Huckleberry. Stay tuned. All right, guys, let's do a quick overview of the gun and how I have it set up. Again, we have the custom muzzle brake, the Vector Viron 4-16, but I also added a folding stock. And as you saw in the intro to the video, this rifle fits in a book bag and it's extremely comfortable. This is the stock buttstock, and I have an MDT vertical chassis grip on this, but it is very adjustable for length of pull, and it's just a really fun gun. I really enjoy this gun. It doesn't have a ton of power. It's right around 15 and a half, 16 foot-pounds. You probably could up the power a bit by adjusting the hammer, spring, and reg, but I don't want to. I like it just how it is. It's very enjoyable to shoot. There's no muzzle flip, no recoil. It's not very loud. It's backyard friendly. It's extremely accurate with slugs, as you'll see in a minute. This is going to be my plinker slash small game gun, you know, when I have pests in the yard, starlings, chipmunks, squirrels, anything that can get in my home and destroy it. So let's do some shots with the muzzle brake. We'll do some shots with the Donnie Tonto and give you guys an idea of what the gun sounds like. The trigger on this thing is one of the best in the world. It is truly two-stage match grade, fully adjustable, and this one breaks probably at 3 ounces, if that. It's very light. So let's get the camera pointed downrange on those targets down there, and we'll get some shots. All right. If you look closely at the middle of the screen, you'll see 2 steel paddle targets, and we're going to see where we're going to hit here. I should be pretty close to dead on. This thing's sighted in for 25 yards. Oh yeah. It's just hitting dead center. This thing is so accurate with the JSV slugs. I'd have no problem hunting out to 50, 60 yards with this gun. Ooh. She sure is nice. And one of the great things about the Raw platform is it's extremely reliable, and there's just not a lot of O-rings to work with. So if you've got an issue, you can tear this gun down in the field in 10 minutes. It's just such a joy to shoot. Now I'm just going back and forth, top to bottom on these targets. Got a little bit of wind. Not a whole lot, maybe a few miles an hour. Left to right, and then I've got some headwind. But man, these slugs just cut right through the air in this little gun. The mags hold quite a bit of rounds too. I believe it's 18. As you see, I'm just not missing. All right, and that's a full mag. Let's get you back up on the table here. All right, we'll go over some of the other stuff. Adjustable cheek rest, again, the adjustable buttstock. The folding adapter really changes this rifle. I mean, it is tiny, even with the muzzle brake on, but with the muzzle brake off, hang on guys. I'm gonna have to pull that air stripper out. It also has a adjustable air stripper, so I'm kind of glad that came out so I can show you guys that. And now this is completely adjustable. You can pull this out, and then there's a nut in there, and you can slide that air stripper up and down depending on where you like it and tune the rifle. I'm not exactly sure how long the barrel is. I believe it's like 9 inches. It's a Lothar Walther. And man, it just adores these slugs. And I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to just shoot, you know, 10 grain JSBs, and I was completely content with that. And then I shot some slugs, and I was like, wow. I was just really impressed, and I was like, you know what? This is gonna be a great little compact slug slinger for small game. And that's what it's been for me. This is one of the only guns that doesn't go in the safe. I literally keep this gun out within arm's reach of my desk. So in case any critters or pests come along and try to get in my house, I'm gonna take their head off. It's that simple. The gun just doesn't miss, man. It's very accurate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load up another mag, and we're gonna take some shots with the Donnie FL, and you can see the difference in sound between the muzzle brake and the silencer, or Moderator lead dust catcher. All right, and we're back with the Donnie FL and the Raw Micro Hunter. Let's get on target here. See if my POI changed at all. And it didn't, but you can, this thing is so quiet with the Donnie. And still just as accurate. You do get a tiny bit of muzzle flip. But you'll have that, you know, these guns are running 3,000 to 4,500 PSI of air. And you're getting a burst of it. I do believe that the Tonto tightens up groups. I don't care what anyone says. It's one of the most accurate moderators on the market, and my personal favorite. Golly, this gun's accurate. So if you've been looking at a Raw Micro and you're a slug guy, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Because the 177 is absolutely laser beam tack driver accurate. And again, very simple, very easy to work on. The aftermarket for these is decent. You can get carbon bottles, folding stock adapters, any AR style grip or buffer tube in stock. But as far as internals go, I wouldn't even touch it. These things are just that good. Huma does make a reg, but I can tell you from experience, the Huma reg does gall in this block. And once it does that, you're done. I mean, it's just welded together. All right, we went through that one mag. Let's load up another mag, and we'll send her on home. You know what? I'm gonna stand up and do some offhand. We'll see how good I am at that. Not very, I can tell you that for free, but we'll give it a go. Holy cow, there's one. Two. Wow, 3 for 3. I don't want to get cocky. 4 for 4. I can tell you, I am no offhand shooter, and this rifle is extremely easy to shoot offhand. Oh, those are 2-inch paddles down there. Definitely chipmunk size. Couple misses. Another good hit. We are getting a little bit of wind. Not a ton, but enough to make a difference. I am using this gun for the 2025 Pyramid Air Cup Field Target event. I'll be doing Hunter class. The only thing that might be different is my scope. I'll probably run my Citron S-Tac 4 to 20 by 50 MH4 mil reticle scope. It's just perfect, and all the hash lines match up just perfectly for air gunning. For holdovers, anyway. All right, that's 2 mags. We're down to like 135, 140 bar, so you could probably get 3 mags out of a fill. All right, let me get this camera turned back around. So, my final thoughts on this gun, it's just fantastic. I love this gun. I love it so much. It's just such a fun gun. It's fun to shoot. It's easy to shoot. It's, as you saw, it shoots great offhand, and by no means am I a good offhand shooter. I'm decent, but I'm not great by any means. There are plenty of shooters that are far better than I at offhand shooting. And I can shoot this well offhand. So if I can, you most definitely can. You could also take the buttstock off and use this for pistol field target. I mean, this gun is just, it's so good, man. It's so much fun. It's very simple, very limited O-rings to work with. Like I said, there is some aftermarket for, you know, different accessories, but as far as internals go, just leave it alone and enjoy the gun, because it is extremely reliable. I mean, I've probably got 5,000 rounds through this one now, just plinking and shooting at pests. And I cannot wait until squirrel season kicks off, because Stink and I will be out in the woods just hammering them down with this Raw. And hopefully by then, maybe I'll have another one in 22. Stink really likes this gun, and I would like to get him another one. I would enjoy having 22 because it's God's caliber, but I wouldn't be upset if we had another 177. I just wouldn't. The knockout slugs are awesome. This is a 200 bar fill, 3000 PSI. So some people think that's a bummer, but it's not. This thing gets a ton of shots. You'll get about 3 mags on a fill, and each mag holds 17 or 18 rounds. And I mean, if you're plinking or hunting, that's a ton of shots. I mean, let's keep it real. I mean, you don't need 5,000 shots. You don't need a 800cc bottle on a gun this small. This bottle, this fill pressure, everything is set up perfectly. When this chassis first came out, I didn't think it looked great on the long gun. And then when I saw it on the micro, I thought, man, that is perfect. It's like the chassis, somebody saw it in the future and thought, man, one day we're gonna make a mini or a micro and that chassis is gonna look fantastic. And it did. Super smooth side lever action. And it keeps your hand right here where it needs to be for quick follow-up shots. Yeah, man, if you get a chance, or if you have a store close to you and they carry the Raw products, get in there and handle one. Ask them, you know, do you got a Raw Micro? Do you got a Raw Mini? Can I check it out? The Raw Mini is a little different. It's got a little longer barrel that's not shrouded. It's got a carbon fiber wrapped barrel, and it also has a 480 carbon bottle. So they're a little different, but I mean, pretty close in what they do and what they look like. The Mini has a lot more power. It also comes in 30 caliber, and that thing's punching at like 75 foot-pounds. just incredible. Again, Lothar Walther barrel, very accurate guns. And you never know, I might add a mini to the collection at some point. I definitely want to add 22, maybe a 25 Raw Hm1000X in a Masterpiece Arms chassis. I would just really, really love to have that in my forever collection. So I have 2 safes in my house. One safe is full of guns that get shot, but you know, are forever guns. They're never, ever, ever leaving my possession. They will be handed down to my sons. And you know, some of those guns are BSA, Raw. I have some Sheridan in there that were gifts from friends. I have a BSA that was gifted to me by Tom and Janine at High Pressure Pneumatics. BSA is one of my favorite brands of guns. I love Air Arms. And then I have a safe that are guns that I build, guns that I compete with, you know, and a lot of those guns I probably won't keep in the long term, you know what I mean? I cycle those in and out. And now that I'm doing content, I'm really going to need to cycle some of those in and out to keep this going. Sell something to buy something. But yeah, man, I'm just going to continue to plink today. I just figured I'd make a quick video and bring you guys in, and so you could get a look at my micro, because man, like I said, this gun is just the bee's knees, and I really think if people gave it a chance, they would really, really love it. So that's all I got today, guys. Stay blessed. I hope you guys are living your lives to the fullest and having a good time and enjoying air guns. And I hope to see some of you at the Pyramid Air Cup and RMAC and all these great events that we'll be attending this summer. So if you see me, don't be afraid to talk to me. I'm just a normal dude. You know, I'm just like you. And I am more than willing to kick it and have a conversation. So, later.